left, and then we'll pass it down to the lady on your right and just keep on going from there. So, Leah, time's on.
We're on now?
Right.
Can you hear? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not going to talk very long because I spent an hour and a half talking earlier today, so I'm just going to say a few brief things. Mainly, my name is Leah Haley. I'm from Mississippi. I've had abduction encounters throughout my entire life, but I didn't remember them really until 1990. I've been abducted by various types of creatures, I call them. Different people have different names for them. I also have been abducted by military and or government people. I know there's a debate among investigators as to whether these things are really people or not. They're people. I was there. I know they're people. A lot of people have trouble buying that, but that's what happened. Mainly what I'm going to say right now is a result of questions that I've been receiving all day. One question that I've encountered is, why did I lose my job in relation to this phenomenon? I was teaching in an accounting course at the Air Force Base. Those who heard me earlier know that I encountered some problems with the Air Force. Another thing I didn't mention earlier, because I had a time problem, I had to leave out some things I originally had intended to say, so I'll make up a few of them right now. One thing that I didn't emphasize earlier today because of the time was the fact that when the Air Force officer invited me out to the Air Force Base to see the space shuttle, he insisted that I bring my camera so I could take some real good close-up pictures of the shuttle. He kept telling me over and over again, be sure to bring your camera. He also insisted that I not tell anybody, not even my husband, that I was invited to come out. This invitation was extended to me alone. Well, after that, I refused to teach another accounting course on base. And there is no way I will ever voluntarily step foot on an Air Force base again. And that's when I lost my job. My boss said, why won't you teach at the base anymore? And I made the mistake of telling her. And she wouldn't budge and I wouldn't budge. So I didn't quit. I said, I won't quit, but I won't teach on base either. So I was fired. Another thing that I wanted to point out was that, you saw the circular marks on my back and a mark on Buddy Crumley's arm and on Bill's hand. And I mentioned that Bill couldn't undergo hypnosis. He had real good reasons not to undergo hypnosis, and that John Carpenter did a regression on me concerning my marks, and I had no memory whatsoever, none, of how those marks got there. Buddy Crumley recently had a regression done on him too, and he remembered struggling, but he did not remember who or what he was struggling with. There was no memory whatsoever of who or what did it. We're at a loss there. I know George Wingfield mentioned last night that there were several others who had an identical mark. Well, when we started investigating, we discovered that the only marks that we confirmed were similar marks, not identical. We've only been able to confirm the three of us as having that same exact mark. So we request that if any of you investigators, abductees, other members of the audience, if you have seen or had a mark exactly like ours and know how it got there, please let us know. We want to know who put those marks or what put those marks on us. None of us have any idea. It's a mystery that we would really like solved. We're not interested in knowing about similar marks now. You know, I've had similar marks, and I know how they got there. It's the exact mark